Welcome back, everybody, to a continuing look at the Whistler series in the Columbia Noir #6 box set. So this is the seventh film in the series, and it is from 1947, and it is the 13th Hour. So this is directed by William Clemens, who I've not seen anything else from before, but he was most notable for doing four Nancy Drew films. So that's basically like a teenage girl who was like investigating crimes, as well as he contributed to the Falcon series, which he did, I think, three films in that series. Again, more like for noir kind of series. And this was also his final film of his career. He retired quite early. I think he was only like 42 or something like that, and lived on for another, 20 odd years, maybe even longer than that. So, yeah, retired early and went out on a reasonable high with this film. So yeah, it's clocks in, it's 65 minutes long. It's again a mystery film noir. Stars lights outside of Richard Dix, Karen Morley, who was in the 1932 original Scarface, as well as Framed. Also stars John Kellogg, who was in Johnny O'Clock, and finally Jim Bannon, who was in both Framed and Johnny O'Clock. So he's working with two people he's worked with before. So yeah, a trucker's business is nearly destroyed after he is wrongfully accused of killing a policeman with whom he has recently quarrelled with in public before. So yeah, this is the last of the seven films in this eight-film series to star Richard Dix, and one of only two that actually feature him in a sympathetic light, as he was definitely more of a a mixture of antagonist and protagonist, because he was rarely a positive leading character, that's for sure. Um, which shows how brave the series as a whole has been to have the lead character be someone so imperfect. Um, and yeah, which so yeah, this being only the second to have a lead character that isn't a criminal means it is a little bit more ordinary, but I still found it to be engrossing, in particular because I felt that the plot is a little bit more fleshed out while having a decent mystery at its heart. The pacing is also on point. There is some effective tension where necessary. The cast is good, and like the prior films in the series, this doesn't outstay its welcome because, again, it's barely an hour. So, yeah, overall, fairly solid. It's a 3.5 star film, but probably one of the ones that is a lower end of 3.5 stars as far as I'm concerned. But still, overall, a really, really solid effort. Again, it shares a disc with the another film like the previous ones, and that is the eighth and final one that we'll be looking at some point. So yeah, high definition presentation of this film, original mono audio. We've got audio commentary with academic and curator Eloise Ross. And yeah, we've also got image galleries, promotional material, publicity materials, and the like, as well as new and improved English subtitles. And again, this is a world premiere on Blu-ray. So yeah, not the best film in the series. Certainly not a high note for Richard Dix to end his career, not only in this series but career in general, as he would unfortunately pass away not long after this film's release. So yeah, but it's still a perfectly solid effort, and one that is, yeah, at least. Considering it's a final Richard Dix film, at least puts allows him to once again play a sympathetic character rather than your typical criminals or people that get into doing wrong things and then trying to cover them up or anything like that. He is, at the end of the day, someone that is completely in the right and just ends up getting caught up in a situation that is not his fault. So yeah, overall a really rather solid effort. Like I said, 3.5 out of 5. But once again, if you have seen one of this film or any of the films that we've already reviewed in this box set so far, then I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.